Welcome in, guys, to the Dandadan podcast. This is the Sincerely Pupil Boys, and we're here to review episode 3 of Dandadan. Sorry, I love that song. I got Dev here, I got Paul here. How we doing?
Hey guys.
Good.
Yep. Did y'all watch the episode?
Nope.
Because that's what we're here to do, Devin. That's why I had to ask you. You watched it, right?
I just figured I'd be the outside perspective of someone who didn't watch it.
Explain it to me. No. We start this thing off with the gray-haired person who we all think is an old lady. I mean, we all know it's Momo's granny.
Right.
Her name is Santa Dodorio, and she tells not the future, but she guesses this guy's.
I wouldn't say a guess.
She tries to predict what this guy likes by just looking at him, and he's like a teen idol, and she gets him all wrong on TV. Embarrass herself, you know.
Did she?
She did. But her cool, nonchalant personality, which I love, we'll get into that later, she's walked off like, oh, whatever, you know, cool, fine, and leaves. Goes to her house, and right before she even gets there, she tells the cab driver, yo, scram. Get out of here. Because she feels the presence of the ghost. She feels Okarun about to do some crazy stuff to her granddaughter, ghost-wise.
Yeah.
I just thought she was a bitch. When I originally saw that, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't go past this point now. Get out of here. Yeah.
She definitely gives that aura off, and that's part of her mystique. That's why I love her. You know what? They didn't even mention her name this episode. Her name is Seiko. Just so you guys know, Granny Seiko. I'm going to be saying Seiko a lot.
We'll probably just call her Granny.
Well, there's two grannies.
Not Turbo. You got Turbo Granny, and then there's...
Okay. All right.
Spirit
okay.
Granny.
Okay. Turbo Granny, Baddie Granny.
Yeah,
They get into a brawl. Did y'all like that little exchange they had? Like, what did y'all think of that exchange? Like, what were y'all expecting? Were you not? Like, did it live up to it? Was it just kind of?
I mean, it wasn't like an all-out exchange, you know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it really showed how the power that the granny or the Baddie Granny has. Like, she's good enough to at least take on Turbo Granny taking over the body.
Yeah. And she used a big old baseball bat with a pencil on it, huh?
Yeah, that's sick.
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Give me like real like Fully Cooley vibes.
Yeah.
Every episode.
It's not a guitar, but
every episode, yeah. She drew the circle around her, and then around them, and then like she's like, I knew you were gonna jump behind me, even though like, how would you know that?
Yeah,
because you're fast. Like, yeah, that was pretty cool. And what we see after that is Okarun getting burnt to a crisp, I guess, or not getting burnt. But then Momo wakes up, and she goes downstairs to see Granny chilling watching TV. Guys, TV scene.
Bad.
That's the scene that people have been waiting to see animated. What'd you think?
I enjoyed it.
What happened with that scene?
Never mind. Now just just hanging out watching TV.
Oh, the grandma watching TV.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about like what we saw on the TV. It was like
The budget on animation was well spent.
Yeah. Good for them.
Yeah.
Momo apologizes to her granny because she never believed anything she ever said. She's like, yo, I just want to say real quick, I apologize. Oh, she bowed. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go.
I bet she bowed. I'm sorry. You're right. Where's Okarun? And we find out he's in the temple. And he's cool in the temple. He's not getting ghostified.
Yeah,
he's
just eating some little rice cake.
Yeah. He's not getting Danny Phantomed inside there. He just stays regular person until he goes out. And Granny tells them, if you want to stop this curse, the only way to do it is by beating Turbo Granny in her own game, in her own home.
Right.
And she basically tells them, you guys have to train to get ready for that. I'm going to help train you for that.
And she kind of also lets us know about there's a certain power system in play in this whole thing where gods rule territories.
Yes.
And Turbo Granny having to have fused with a very powerful god of a certain area, a living spirit.
I was hoping y'all caught that.
And then also the fact that Grandma only has a certain territory, she can actually use her god's power, which I would like to see them go into all these gods eventually.
Turbo Granny's not even like a big bad ghost like that, but the location god she fused with makes her
right.
Debo, but Ghost Bow.
But she was already pretty powerful in her own right.
She's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they really didn't get into the other ghosts yet, but...
Not yet, right.
They're just setting us up. And guess what? Y'all will never get into.
It looks like an Akira type, like blob beast.
Yeah, it looks. You'll see what it looks like pretty soon.
Yeah.
But Granny's getting ready to train them, and you kind of notice that Momo and Granny Seiko have like a little. They kind of have like a little, I guess.
Weird relationship.
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's not necessarily like a grandma. It's kind of almost like a sistery.
Definitely looks like a sister. But with gray hair, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And real quick, while they're doing the little training, like quick little training session, not even really training, but Granny's like, try to envision how you feel. And Momo says, "I feel big hands controlling the fire on Okaroon." Just remember those hands, because that's pretty much Momo's power.
Right. His hands following her all the time.
Those psychic hands doing stuff. And we also see real quick on the TV that the guy that Granny was trying to predict what he liked actually did like all that stuff, and he was a liar, and he had a kid on the way. He wasn't really the same age. He said, "Yeah, that was cool too." So we realized right there, Granny knows her stuff. And
she's the real deal.
Yeah, we also knew that from the ghost fight, right? I mean, we knew she was the real deal from the ghost fight. I can't say this right here, but while taking a dump, I can say this: while taking a dump, Okaru has to use the restroom, taking a dump. Turbo Granny takes over for a quick second and starts making Seiko and Okaroon bleed from the nose. Like, showing off her power for a minute.
Right.
Yo, was that kind of bad? Like, was that cool? Or like,
not only that, but like also like the seals that were in the house were
burnt off.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
So
yes,
it goes to show you how powerful maybe she is by herself, or like her own power, because she can curse other people that you're even in the vicinity of. But that's pretty sick.
She's strong, but that location god is making her strong. And you'll see what that location god is soon enough. But yeah, they put on some funny, spirit medium outfits. The outfits, like you see in Japanese for some reason, with the red pants and the white shirt.
Priestesses.
And they go out to go fight them, and it's weird. Seiko says, y'all have to go fight them alone. I'm like, dude, why don't you come with them? Why didn't you go with us? You just fought a ghost by yourself. You fought her by yourself. Why go without us?
Maybe she can't leave.
The Granny?
Maybe she can't leave her territory.
Granny Seiko?
Yeah. Theory. Maybe she can't leave because there's a power holding her there.
Are you reading the manga?
No.
Where'd she just get back from? Probably another territory.
Well, she was doing that spiritual reading.
Yeah, but was that like...
Is that in her territory?
In the city, like...
She makes money by doing that. That's how she affords that little cushy house up on a hill by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. And that's where the episode ends. At the very end of the episode, I don't know if y'all saw after the credits, but Momo changed into an outfit, her combat outfit. It's going to be right here. That's an outfit, okay? That's an outfit.
Ready for combat.
Yeah, you didn't see it. You saw it?
Nothing to hold her down,
yeah. She got an outfit on. And yeah, that's the episode ends. Episode 3, Dandadan. What do y'all think's going to happen next episode? Like, what do y'all expect?
I expect them to journey on to meet...
you say words
what? To go to the place that they're headed to. Not.
Oh my god. Yeah, the tunnel. The tunnel.
Yeah. So they're gonna go to the tunnel, and then, I mean, the next episode is basically gonna be about the journey, and then they'll meet the ghost or whatever.
Turbo Granny in her home.
And then
territory god.
Yeah. And then it'll stop and it'll leave us on a cliffhanger.
Probably
get a backstory of Turbo Granny, how she got there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah,
she becomes a best friend.
Something fully coolly will happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Guys, a little miniature version of her.
Guys, we're Dan. No, we're not. We're Sith People. We're out of here.